My next chapter in my book, Only God is Good, is church. And in this chapter, I will go and read a verse, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24 through 25 in the NIV. And let us consider how we may spur one another toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. When I read that, my beliefs and interpretation is as follows. It is always good to go to church and to Bible study to learn about the Lord as well as pray and give thanks to God. I firmly believe that fellowship can be a great thing within a church. It should bring people together where they can help each other out in staying on track with God's will. There are so many churches that you can decide to go to, and I think it is important to travel around and attend many churches to see which one is the right fit for you and your family, and which one is actually trying to do the Lord's work. There are a lot of bad as well as good experiences depending on the church you might attend. People tend to gossip and to act mean towards one another and mess with each other's spouse inside the church, to where you really have to question if this is a church or not with some of the stuff that goes on. Some churches are so bad that the pastor is sinning more than the congregation. Money is being funneled away from church purposes, and the married pastor is having sexual relationships with some of the women in the congregation. And sometimes the pastor is on the down low having sexual relationship with men or boys, if you look at what went on with a lot of priests in the Catholic Church. The deacons don't get along with other deacons. The board of trustees are always arguing with each other and treating each other in meanful ways. One church member can't stand another church member. Eventually, there is so much disrespect sometimes that even fights break out, or pastors and members may leave a church because they're upset for some reason or feel some anger towards others. We must remember that no one is without sin, and that includes the pastor. There will always be some conflict or some sin when it comes to people, because only Jesus is without sin. I guess it comes down to seeing if the church you choose to attend has a genuine purpose to help members become closer to God. I think you won't find any perfect church out there, perfect person. We all are sinners, and we all fall short of the glory of the Lord. You have to ask yourself, is that church trying to help you save your soul and become a better person? Is that church helping you to understand what the Lord wants from you? Is that church a welcoming and friendly, kind, and loving church? Can you learn something from the church, from that minister? Or can you give good advice or be an example of a good Christian for others to aspire to live up to and want to follow? Some people have ulterior motives and hardened hearts. Sometimes it is better to put your energy and time in a fertile ground where you can plant a righteous seed that will grow. So keep looking for that church. A church who is trying to actually do the work of the Lord and not the work of man. Have a good day. God bless.